So we are still working on complementary angles. You can see that up here. And again, we need to make sure that we know what complementary angles are. So complementary add up to be 90 degrees. Okay. And in this particular case, they are adjacent, meaning they share a side. So again, just making sure we understand that. KYF is how we call this one, is adjacent to FYM, this one here, because they share FY. Okay. So just making sure we understand that term. But let's talk about how to solve it. So again, we know that KYM adds up to 90 degrees. This says to find the measure of KYF. So KYF is this one right here. So always pay attention to what it's asking you. But so that tells us it's going to be this expression plus 58 is going to get us the total. And again, we know they're complementary, and complementary means 90. So here we are going to have to write out the algebra. So we're going to put C minus 50 plus this other angle, which was 58, equals 90. And then from here, we need to know how to solve these algebraic equations. So again, my recommendation is draw the equal line, or the line through the equal. And we're going to use GEMDAS. So let's talk about that real quick. GEMDAS. No, we're not. Sorry, my brain's not with me today. Let's not do it that way. We're always going to see if we can combine like terms. Okay. So when we're over here, if I have two whole numbers that can go together, we're going to put those together. So I'm going to circle the terms because a lot of people forget to include this sign right here. And I want to make sure that we don't do that. So what we're doing here is these two go together, right? Because I'm not going to take them across twice. That's silly. So we have negative 50. That's why I circle it. Plus 58, which gets us a positive 8, right? So that gets us C plus 8 equals 90. And now we're just down to a one-step equation, which hopefully we know to get rid of a positive 8, I have to subtract it, right? So we're going to subtract 8 on both sides of the equation. Remember, whenever you go across the bridge of the equal sign, sometimes we call it a bridge, then you have to do the opposite of what it says. So 90 minus 8 is 82. So C equals 82. This says find the measure of KYF. So that means when we know what the variable equals, we can substitute it in. So it wants to know the measure of this. That means we have to substitute that. So that is going to become 82 minus 50. And 82 minus 50 is 32. So the measure of this angle is 32. So it definitely brings back some algebra for us. Okay, got the green dot, so we know we're right. Oh, I didn't even see there was two parts here. I was like, why didn't we get smiley faces? So what was the value of C? Sorry about that. The value of C was 82. Now we get the smiley faces. So yeah, make sure you see all the questions. Let me clear my drawings here. And let's look at this one. So it wants us to know the measure of TYC. So it wants us to know the answer to this, basically, is what we're doing. And we need to know how to set it up. So again, they're complementary angles, which means they equal 90. And this angle plus this angle is going to do that. So we could do 30 plus 5b plus 15. And again, we're going to combine like terms, keep the sign in front with it. So 30 plus 15 is 45. And it's a positive. And now we just have a two-step equation. So I'm going to draw my line. We're always getting rid of the addition or subtraction first, the constant. So to get rid of 45, we subtract 45. This is why we started with equations and algebra. And then 45 and 45 is 90. Didn't even need my calculator for that one. And then to get b by itself, we have to divide by 5. So that gets us 45 divided by 5 is 9. So this doesn't ask me for the measure of B, it asks me for TYC. So we're going to substitute it in. 5 times B, so 5 times 9 plus 15. So 5 times 9 is 45. And 45 plus 15 is 60. So the measure of TYC is 60. And we can even double check that. 60 plus 30 should get us 90, right? So 60, 70, 80, 90, it does. So we know that that's the right measure. So the measure of TYC is 60. And then it asked us what was the value of B, which is 9. Probably should put that one first. I don't know why they have it backwards on this one, but it's okay. We can get it. Okay, let's look at one more. So find the measure of HFM or HMF. So we're looking for the value of this one here. So this is what we're going to solve. And again, it's complementary angle. We know that by the title. We know that because it's two angles that add up to 90. So they don't have to tell us the word. It's two angles that are inside that 90-degree angle. We know that it's going to be the two angles added together to equal 90 degrees. And then we just solve our two-step equation here. We're going to get rid of the constant, which is the number by itself being added or subtracted. And that's going to get us 50. And then obviously divide by 5, which gets us G equals 10. And then we need to find the measure of here. So 5 times 10 equals 50. So I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, make sure you schedule a time to meet with me. But other than that, I think you got it.